Thank you. Thank you very much, Adrian. I appreciate the introduction. And thank you, fellow Circle Up networking event aficionados, for inviting me here to regale you, however briefly, before we get into the main program tonight. I'd like to talk to you about the difference between authority and power. How many of you know, or think you know, the difference between authority and power? Can I see a show of hands? Okay, quite a few of you. Now for a tougher question. How many of you are willing to share with me what you believe the differences are? Can I see that show of hands? Okay. I'm going to pick you over there. Let's hear what you think. All right, good answer. Very interesting. Not exactly what I was looking for, but close. And how about you over there? All right, also a very good answer. Not exactly what I was looking for. The true difference, in my view, between authority and power is that authority is something that someone gives to you. And because they give it to you, they can take it away. It is fleeting. It is not permanent. Someone gives you the authority to sign purchase orders for amounts up to $500. If you want to spend more than that, you have to go to someone with higher authority, typically the person who gave you your authority. And the chain of command kind of goes up that way. Power, on the other hand, is something that you give yourself. It comes from within. No one else gives it to you. You give it to yourself, and therefore no one can take it away. I often talk about visual image formation as a method of goal achievement. The basic tenets of that, and it's really not some weird California cult, have to do with making a mental picture of how things will be once you've accomplished what you wish to accomplish, and coupling that with a good feeling, because your subconscious wants you to feel good. So you couple your mental picture with a good feeling. Getting married, presuming that was a happy experience, or maybe lying on the beach in Maui. Whatever it may be, you have the power to connect the feeling to the picture. And then your subconscious will go to work to help you do the things you need to do to make reality as it is today, make reality as it matches your picture. This stuff works. Trust me, it really works. Athletes use it. All kinds of professionals use it to visualize and mentally practice where they're going and how they're doing it. So here's an example. All right, this true story. I always only tell true stories, because if you don't tell true stories when you speak in public, you're very likely to get in real trouble. One of my clients, 1,000-people company, while I was doing the seminar work in the 80s, had a document control department that controlled all the engineering drawings. And they also did the big copy jobs, some of them rush jobs, and they also did the office supply distribution. And they were constantly being interrupted in the big rush jobs by people who needed pencils or pens or paper clips or staples or whatever. So one day the manager decided to put out a memo. And this memo said, beginning with, "In order to serve you better," and let me tell you, anytime you see something that says "in order to serve you better," watch out. The pain is coming. It's going to bite where it hurts. "In order to serve you better, from now on you will get office supplies if you requisition them on Tuesday mornings between 9 and 10 and pick them up on Thursday afternoons between 3 and 4. They printed 1,000 copies, put it all over the organization except for the highest mucky mucks and their executive assistants. So the ones on Mahogany Row didn't get this memo. The rest of the organization did, and what happened? The behavior of 98% of that organization was changed. No more interruptions. Now, who gave that manager, I don't remember whether it was a he or a she at this point, who gave that manager the authority to put out that memo, to make that decision, to change the behavior of that whole organization? And the answer is no one. He or she gave themselves the power to do it. They had the tools, which was pretty helpful as well. So you have the power to do anything. I could talk about who has the power in a meeting. Usually the person with the chalk or the person with the clicker or me standing up here right now. But if someone else were to stand up, they would assume the power out of the meeting. Assume you're in a meeting where you got a thing that you really want to push, and the decision makers are in the meeting, and the conversation is going on to something like, oh, we really need to save some money. And you jump up, and you walk up to the front of the room, and you grab the chalk or the pen or the writer, the marker, and you say, I apologize for interrupting, but what you said, sir, really brought it home to me. And what I want to propose is the following. And you propose what it is you want, and you shut up after you've asked, shall we start it on Tuesday or Thursday? What's going to happen? A lot of people are going to sit there and say, you're out of your mind for doing that. But what if all of a sudden the boss says, do it? You have accomplished a coup d'etat. You have the power to do anything you want. When you take the chalk, there's a requirement, and that is you better be right. But you have the power to take the chalk. So there is magic in the power that you have within you. You can be anything you want to be. You have that power. Thank you very much. I'll turn you back over to Adrian for the rest of our program this evening. Thank you.